Imagine in a world where only people who actually really enjoy being with their kids had children. Imagine everyone taking responsible choices based on their own personality, and it being socially acceptable. Everyone would have a wonderful childhood. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to my video, and welcome to yet another week of the apocalypse. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. It's a little crazy, isn't it? Yes, it is. Currently in my country, Norway, they're reopening the kindergartens. I personally think it's a bad idea, because they have not established proper protocol when it comes to safety, and it's freaking me the fuck out. One of the employees that went in after the first day of them opening the kindergartens again tested positive for COVID-19. Why wouldn't they test everyone before letting everyone in there? It's just so much lack of common sense, it hurts. I'm also starting to suspect that the newspapers are suppressing information about the coronavirus to calm people down, except it's having the exact opposite effect, and I'm more worried now because now they're just hiding shit. How the fuck did Norway become communistic and shit all of a sudden? So fucking disappointed. But yeah, that's me. How are you? Today I thought we'd take a look at ChildFree, because it's an interesting subreddit, and you shouldn't have children unless you really want to, and everyone shouldn't be expected to have children. That just should be the new default in society. Not everyone should have kids, only if you want to. And only if you'd be good at it. These stories are from before the apocalypse, so they won't make much sense in our quarantine world. But they're fun nonetheless, and interesting and informative. So here we go. Nanny Knock Out. What do you mean, baby shower? Mommy entitled, You Sit on a Throne of Lies. Dating apps, Children Not Allowed, and Chimney Sweep Bingo. Let's begin, shall we? Just want to preface that this is not an attack on all parents, just on the ones that shouldn't have been parents in the first place because they're egotistical narcissists and they're not equipped to have children, but they have them anyways because they're narcissists and children are status symbols to them. So yeah, but let's begin. Nanny Knock Out. Supernanny cracks me up. It can be hard to watch all the kids screaming, but I actually find it kind of a fascinating look into child behavior. But what is so funny to me is how utterly clueless parents can be. This is every other episode. Parent, my kids run wild and disrespect me. What's wrong with them? Joe, well, you have no daily routine, you're inconsistent with discipline, and you don't praise them when they're behaved. You're the problem. Parent, surprised Pikachu face? It's even funnier when they actually take offense to her criticisms, as if they didn't know what kind of show they showed up to be on. I mean, I understand it's hard to take criticism, but you're literally on a show where Joe is supposed to show you what you're doing wrong. One mom actually said, I know what I'm doing. And Joe replied, then why am I here? Cracks me the hell up. I agree, but personally I can't watch that show. Like in small clips, like tiny doses, sure, hilarious. If you watch the whole episode though, it's just depressing. How incompetent some parents are, and I just feel bad for the kids. Like that one family who were like, oh, we need to have at least 10 children or something like that. And they just kept forcing the older children to parent the younger ones. And literally, they were just destroying their older children. Like one of them had like a panic attack. Holy shit, like so selfish and insane. So yeah, I find that too depressing to watch, but yeah, I see exactly what you mean. Next! What do you mean, baby shower? Me, Austrian, new in the USA. What is the idea of a baby shower? So I moved to the US 6 months ago for a period of 3 years because of a work project. In December, a coworker came up to me handing me an invitation for a baby shower. I first thought to myself, what? Baby shower? How is it my business how they keep their baby clean? Bathe it or shower it? So I opened the invitation and found a list of items this couple would like to be given for free. And indirectly, there was also a request for cash. I don't know this woman, and I've met this coworker maybe 4 times total. Apparently, a baby shower is a party where you want to be gifted items for your baby? Why don't you buy it yourself? You wanted a baby, not me. How is this my business? Later, he saw me again and asked me what I'd bring. I said I'm not interested in buying stuff for their baby, and I find it weird to ask me, basically a stranger, to buy stuff for your baby. If you decide to have a baby, finance it yourself. His jaw dropped to the floor, and everybody in the room went silent. And it then came to me that I maybe have not understood this cultural thing. I did some Googling, and now I kind of see what this is for, but I don't support this. Maybe if someone in my family had a baby, I'd give something to them. But coworkers? Where should this end? There are 60 people in this place where I work. Would these people expect me to spend $50 to $100 on their golems every 1 to 2 months when one of their wives is pregnant? I'm the guest in your country, and I strongly disagree with people who go to a country and expect the locals to change anything for them. If you don't like it, leave. But in this case, what is this nonsense? All the women at work hate me now, and about 10 men came up to me and said, "You said what we all thought." I mean, I'm a woman, and I completely agree with you. That is really strange. Like, if someone I know is having a baby, yeah, like, I get him a gift because, we're friends. Or if it's like a close family member, yes, because, close family. Why would you be expecting coworkers you barely know to give you shit for free? Like, what? That is completely bizarre. I completely agree. Next! Mommy entitled. Mothers on the bus are not more entitled to seats than people with disabilities. It's the opposite. I have a very dear friend with multiple health issues. One of those issues is very painful arthritis in her knees and hands. She has a really hard time standing for long periods and trouble holding things too tightly or for too long. Now, her disability isn't super visible, but she was issued a priority seating card for the buses in our city. One day, we were on our way home from the grocery store and we got on the bus. At the time, it was a little busy, but the priority seats in the front were empty, so we sat down. A few stops later, a mother gets on with her 2 kids and a stroller. Her stroller is empty, and the toddlers are walking beside her, so she ends up taking up 6 seats instead of 3 or 4. I get up to let the smallest kid sit down, but my friend stays put. The priority seats across from us aren't full, but she rams her stroller into my friend and stares. My friend asks her why she did that, and the mother says she needs to move so she can put her stroller there. My friend pulled out her priority seating card and says that she needs this seat and the other seats are open. The mother was furious. She told my friend she was stealing a spot from hardworking mothers and claimed it wasn't even her card. She went on to say the burden of being a parent is equal to the burden of having a disability. My friend even pulled out her student ID and showed her the matching name and birth date. After a minute of back and forth, someone else offered their seat to my friend and we moved. But the bus driver stopped us when we got off and told us we should have moved for the mother. I am livid. Being a parent is not a free pass to be a dick, and it does not give you the right to claim your children to make you count as someone with a disability. Yeah, children are a choice? Disabilities are not a choice? What the hell? That is disgusting. And that the bus driver sided with her? Somebody should get fired. Next. You sit on a throne of lies. Becoming a mother has made me a better person, says my cousin that has become the worst version of herself. So, my cousin had a baby a few years ago and went full momby, yet she has this ironic idea that she's become this wonderful, altruistic person since the first birth. It's not just me that thinks she's horrible either. Her boyfriend left her and none of her friends speak to her anymore. Family can hardly tolerate her. I think it's because how she sees herself as selfless and unconditionally loving because everything is about her brats now. She now has it in her mind that she's this wonderful, giving mom that cries at the thought of being away from her mini-me's. She literally had kids just to have mini-me's and baby strap her boyfriend. How selfish, not selfless. In reality, she's incredibly entitled, rude, demanding, opinionated, not in a good way, condescending, selfish, brash, crude, always overshares major TMI, and smug. She is the textbook definition of an entitled momby. I just have to laugh when I hear her bingos about how parenthood changes you for the better and makes you a better person. So delusional. She was never like this before. She's horrid now. Anyways, thanks for listening to me vent. That always blows my mind too. That people genuinely believe that you'll become a better person if you have human children. No, you'll just be the same person, except now you have the responsibility for another human being. Next! Dating apps. People with kids on dating apps by Vomited. I recently got back on Tinder and stuff because I'm bored as shit. I don't want a relationship anytime soon, but I need validation, you know? I hate these dudes with kids messaging me. They're either 35 and just trying to get back out there after the divorce, or they're 18 and have kids. I'm 19. The idea of giving up all my freedom is nauseating. I'm not trying to be a stepmom, or any kind of mom. Also, the amount of men who just introduces their kids to anyone and everyone. My dad and mom got divorced, and he refused to let us meet anyone he dated, unless they were really serious. We never met anyone. Because that's not healthy for your kids. Kids don't comprehend adult relationships, so maybe leave them out. People with kids on dating apps deserve each other. It seems like a lot of people also talk about how some people will lie and be like, oh no, I don't have any human children. And then like 1 month in of talking, they're like, by the way, I have 4 children. And the person who literally was like upfront about like, I want to have a child-free lifestyle is like, excuse me, I said I didn't want to have children. And they're like, oh, but it's different with my kids though. You'll love my kids. Or it's not like it's going to be a big deal. Like, it's just delusional. Like, why are you going after someone who clearly does not fit with your lifestyle? It blows my mind. Next. Children not allowed. I hate when parents throw a fit over child-free establishments by I smell numbers. The world is practically built and caters to breeders and their crotch spawns. What's the big deal about a few places where kids aren't welcomed? They take it as a personal attack on their kids and their integrity, like they don't have a million other fucking places to go. Not everyone wants to listen to spoiled kids or babies throwing a fit when they're trying to relax, or going to very few places in public that are quiet. Stroll down to Chuck E. Cheese and calm down, Karen. That is so true. I remember when I was a kid, though, like, there were places where kids couldn't be, and, you know, that's just, you know, yeah. I don't understand this new thing where people are just expecting to be able to take their children to bars or breweries. Like, why? Like, I get that you miss your old life without children, but to force your screaming and ill-behaved children on everyone is not okay. That is just entitled AF. Like, when I was little, like, if I did not behave, we would not be going. And if I did not behave when we were out, we were going home. Like, what happened to that? Like, my mom wasn't, like, mean or, like, she didn't hit me or anything. She was just, like, firm about, like, if you're not gonna behave, we're leaving. You're not abusing your child if you tell them no. Don't even get me started on the people who don't believe in saying no to their children. They're raising a bunch of lunatics. They're raising a bunch of criminals to be. I'm just saying it right now. If you can't be told no when you're a kid, imagine when you're a grown-up and someone tells you no and you're just like, actually, I don't believe in no, and you just take things or violate people anyways. Criminals to be. I'm just telling you right now. Next! Chimney sweep bingo. I saved the best for last. My fiancé got his first bingo, and I'm so proud of him. By Future Howl. My fiancé hasn't ever gotten bingoed before. Today, not only was he bingoed, but by another male. My fiancé manages a vape, hemp, and kratom store. He was at work when this happened. Stranger. Yeah, I'm going home after this to see my kids. Just got off work, and now I gotta put in another 9 hours of work. You know what I mean? Fiancé, I get you. It's awful, man. I get no rest and no time anymore. You got kids? Nah, sure don't. You gonna have kids, right? No, my fiancé and I are happy with the way things are. We don't want kids. You'll change your mind. Don't think we will. We're happy. No, you'll get older, and then you'll start wanting kids. Fiancé, annoyed at this point, well, you see, in my previous life, I was a chimney sweep in Scotland. I had 12 kids. What? Yeah, I had 12 kids in my previous life. I feel like I've done my bit when it comes to being a father. You don't actually believe that shit, do you? Makes more sense than some random guy I see for 10 minutes once a week telling me what would make me happy in life. Apparently the guy was taken aback and then started laughing and agreed. He even apologized. That's why I'm marrying this child-free wackadoo. That's hilarious. In 1882, I was a chimney sweep in Scotland, and I had 12 kids. Well, that's it for this time, you guys. I hope you had a wonderful time and that you'll stay the fuck home and save the world from the virus. And that you'll come back next time for more. Every Friday I post, and soon every Wednesday too. Spoiler alert, it's a true crime series. Now, would you want me to post like the first episode I've made? Because I'm working on them, so I was like thinking of posting them every week. Or do you want to see like one episode and see if you like it? Or do you just want me to post them after I've made a bunch and then, you know, have them every week? Or do you want a little taster now? Do comment below. Thank you so much to my wonderful patrons Capra, Magdalena Vuska, Cami, and Ellie. Stay awesome out there, huh? If anyone needs masks because you can't get a hold of any, please contact me. I am making masks that I donate, so I'm here to help as much as I can. See you next time. Bye!